webinars? No, but I bought from an infomercial. Often webinars get confused with infomercials, but they do tend to be different. So about 18% of you have said that you've purchased something because of a webinar, about 82% no, and none of you care to admit that you've bought something from an infomercial. So, all right, so why don't we get moving into our content? I have a client, his name's Greg, and Greg runs an 8-person consulting company, and he's located in Atlanta, Georgia. And with talking to Greg, he told me he really had 3 problems that he wanted to try and fix in his business. And the first one was not enough qualified prospects. His second issue was that the decisions take a long time. So people often will kick around the idea of working with Greg. It often drives them a little nuts. And the last thing he said was really the high cost of marketing was really becoming an issue. They'd done lots of print ads. They had even done some radio, some local TV. He was really finding that the costs of doing that were getting quite prohibitive. Greg problems are not unique, and I encounter many of the same business struggles, times with other businesses. And lack of sales is a prime cause of business failure for most small to mid-sized business. I rarely ever speak to a business owner who doesn't want to generate more sales faster and for less money per prospect. I gave a few recommendations for Greg regarding his approach and strategy, but one of the major keys was to use webinars as a focal point of his lead generation strategy. The first question Greg asked me was, why webinars? And I'm a big believer in them. And when they're done well, they are a great tool